whatnot. He has multiple classics. Since his post-retirement, I like Kingdom Come. I don't think it's his worst album at all. He's still rhyming his ass off. American Gangster's excellent. Blueprint 3 for me was where he started to kind of trail off a bit, but I still like that album, Magna Carta was carried by beats, but this 444 album, I think was a very appropriate album for him to make at the age he's at. He's pushing 50, He sounded inspired. The flow is a little bit, struggle at times, but, at the end of the day, he's my number 2. When I go do karaoke, I pick a lot of his hits. I just think he really had the most ideal run in hip hop. He had a battle with Nas. He had issues with everybody. He was smooth. I had AZ earlier in my list. I'm a big fan of guys with smooth deliveries on the bars. He was definitely one of the smoothest. And I really think pound for pound in his prime, he really is one of the best in any era to come through this genre.
All right, Ray, I'm gonna bless you with a gem.
Wow! You went way back. Can I get open?
Y'all did it. You know it. I'm nice like that, you're freaking right. I flow like water, so put your finger in the dike. I slam, I got original flavor for the jam. I grew the Chico, and now it's just me, the man. Go get your stickers, I can roll out with a can. Brothers is having a hard time with who I am. J, chicken the A, chicken the way past. Wow. And that's before you even had the Reasonable Doubt, man.
Yeah, that's before he knew who he was, man. Listen to the way he's rhyming, man.
Right. I love that stuff. I love when he does. I love the fast Jay-Z. All right, cool. So we on number deuce. I'll do my 2. I gotta go with the God Nasir, man. So Nas bumps. So I had Talib. All right, so I can kind of break down my theory. Now we're getting like closer to our number 1. So my theories are like, I group like Common, Mos Def, Talib. Like I kind of group them together as like similar kind of artists on their impact. So Kweli kind of like is the person that I would choose out of them, and then with like I didn't pick AZ or Prodigy or Havoc or those guys because to me, or Cormega for that point, because to me Nas is like the best of that group. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying, Ray?
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah, so like this is just my personal theory. Yeah, this is how I mapped it out. Yeah. So Nas beats out AZ to me, just on all time. And like Kweli will beat out like a Mos Def or a Common for me, just for all time. But Nas is like we could say like his work ethic probably wasn't the best. He fell asleep at the wheel a couple times, maybe drunk by myself. Lost tapes.
Man.
All for a reason. But even Nas, on a like a low level is still great, and he's a poet, and he commands respect. Illmatic, you just can't shake Illmatic, man. Illmatic was a great LP. It was written, was evolved in a lot of ways that people didn't really appreciate, because he was coming with the mafioso Don stuff, on Sony now. He's getting money, and he got a little bad pub for that. But like it was written was a very sonically sounding well album, and his theories. I always say this, man, from 95 to like 96, 97, man, Nas was like really on some like, Egyptian like pharaoh, science, like mad scientist type shit, man. If you go back, matter of fact, Blood Money. I'm gonna play that Blood Money track real quick. Blood Money Part 3.
Yeah.
He went in, man. He went in. And it's like that Nas.
It's part 2.
No. No, that was part 3.
Yeah,
no, it was part 2. Blood Money 3 was on Nori's second album. But,
That's on.
Blood Money,
Yeah, but
Blood
it was a
Money
mix. It was a mix. It was on a soundtrack.
Yeah, no, Blood Money 2 was on the official album.
Yeah, it was a mix.
Yeah.
But he went in. I'm gonna just play that verse, and to me, it really wraps up that whole Esco feel. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Nori too.
And R.E.
Come get us, man. On the I-95, take that trip,
Man, this guy be on the God Body anthem.
It could have been an early one or somebody, you know what I mean? Divide 6.
That's what this life lead to. Blood money. That's how my niggas bleed to. Blood money. That's what we smoke weed to. Blood money. That's how my niggas eat to. Blood money. That's what this life lead to. Blood money. That's how my niggas bleed to. Blood money. That's what we smoke weed to. Blood money. That's how my niggas eat.
Now what's a dawn? A nigga that's a thug with charm. Always on point as soon as it's on. His goons will respond. He move right and fear losing his life. Man down, but none can fit the shoes of his wife. You could tell by the fingernails clean. Hair diced up every 4 days, a weekly routine. Where he live and stay out the hood. Fuck what a nigga say. Out for blood for show. Lust in the dough. See snakes miles away. They in the same garden he play. But a true dawn to get his proper groove on.
He tell the truth even when he lies.
Give you a fake name, even though his name is Nas. God body and the wide body bubble you 5 to the S class 6, nigga double your size. Either come up with a plan to make it happen. Cause tell him way to rap it. We still trapped in the slave mind and keep the crackers laughing.
That's what this life lead to. Blood money.
God Body.
Bro, that's like a
Yeah.
to me, Ray, that's like a national anthem type of track. And you know his verse on there, he's got tons of those. You know what I mean? That's just one I'm pointing out tonight, but he's got tons of those. And big up to Nas, man. Impact,
Complete with a Scarface reference movie reference in there too. Going on live tell the truth.
Absolutely. So we go number 2. Brian is over here. He's fucking breaking shit. This is why I told you to sit over here, bro. You doing too much movement. Anyway, yeah, who we on for number 2?
No, we did number 2. It's Lodge number 2.
Oh, Lodge, you last up. Last up on the board. On the board.
This is the perfect.
Christ, Brian ricocheting. His power is still ricocheting shit. He's an X-Man.
That's why you Messiah, you're not Alpha Omega like God.
Listen,
Christ, man.
Yo, this is the perfect setup for my number 1, but
DMX?
Nah.
Okay.
X in the top 10, man. But listen, check it.
No DMX love. Damn with y'all.
Not top 5. Not top 5.
Top
But
10.
however, Nas is 2. You know, and you know, listen, man, I'm younger than y'all, so y'all really got Nas when Nas was, you know, y'all was like what, maybe like 10 when Nas was really like going on that shit with.
That's a good estimation.
Yeah, you know. So like, you know, I got Nas later. When I first got the Nas, I got the Lost Tapes. That was my first time ever hearing Nas. Then, you know, he was going back and forth with Hov, and then I started to really do my research, and I'm like, yo, this guy is great. But the Lost Tapes changed my life, man.
That goes your number 2.
Let's go. Yeah, Nostradamus, man. Number 2.
It's great. All right, man. So we rolling down to number 1s. It's getting tough.
I want number 2.
I ain't do number 2 yet.
Oh, my bad.
Pump was number 2.
Yeah, Pump was your 2.
Pump was your 2.
Yeah, it was alright.
I want to do number 1.
Well, we'll start with Brian because
Because I'm saying, because the beat on here right now is going to be.
All right, well, we'll go with. All right, well, number 1
I'm going with the God Nas. Definitely number 1. And kind of my same argument with Pun, in the sense that he was a student that surpassed the teacher. In my opinion, that Rakim was the ultimate God. You know what I mean? There's no Nas without Rakim, but in my opinion, Nas was able to take where Rakim started and was to elevate that to higher levels. You can make your arguments as far as Nas not being, the most disciplined rapper as far as production or work ethic, but when he was on his A game, there was nobody ever really touching him. You know, when you really look at the Nas and Jay-Z beef, it was Jay-Z was mad because Nas was too lazy not to get on his album. Jay-Z wanted Nas on his first album. You know, and Nas kind of just brushed him off. You know what I mean? And stuff. So I mean, Nas is like, you know, like how C South said he was an artist, he was a purist. He's like, he just wanted to make his raps, go home. He didn't want to worry about anything else outside of the music. And we're just talking about this music and talking about lyrics and everything else. I mean, this guy made a song. You listen to the beat right here. He made a song from a perspective of a gun. Mm-hmm. Like you can have your storyteller raps, like your Slick Ricks, your Biggies, your Ghostface, and so forth. But have any rappers made a song about perspective of a gun, or rap song about a story going backwards? You know what I mean? Like Nas was just like in that respect was just an ultimate poet. You know, in that sense. So for me, it's hard for me to put anybody above Nas because I can hear like any type of storytelling rap or conceptual rap, but I can hear there's certain rap songs that I can hear from Nas that I know that Mos Def couldn't make, or Q couldn't make, or Ghostface, or even Slick Rick couldn't make storytelling wise, because their thought process wasn't on where Nas is at. And you guys remember, Nas dropped out of school, 8th grade, self-taught. You know what I mean? And you know, to me, he's just a scholar. Mm-hmm. I mean, he's beyond rap to this point. Line, he's a scholar.
Bottom line.
You know what I mean?
I got that man on my wall.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So
it's just real.
You know, Nas is the god at the end of the day.
Wrote out. Yeah, so Nas is not my number one because he's my number two. So at this point, man, it's just like double dutch, man. Just jump in. You know what I mean? Who's your number one?
Nas. Piggyback off you. Yeah. Nas for me. Nas to me was somebody that at a dark time in my life, I listened to his music.
You had a lot of dark times, bro.
I had a lot of dark times, unfortunately.
I was trying to make light of it, but sorry, it didn't go that way.
Some people had more blessed times than others, man. I had a lot of dark times, but for me, Nas was somebody who brought it back up for me. Like, was like, yo.
You listen to all that Eminem, that's why.
Possibly.
That's why the Devil's not my top 5.
I beg to differ, though. I reason it's because I dealt with the wrong people in life. You know what I mean? My father wasn't around. When he needed to be, my father wasn't around. But that's because he was a sick man. But that's a conversation for another time. Whatever the case may be. Listen, Nas was there when I needed him to be there. You know what I mean? When I felt like my job was trying to circle me, when I felt like school was trying to close me in, when I felt like the streets was like not real, when you gotta pay attention to fake fucking clowns, excuse my language, the fake clowns out there, Nas was there telling me to pay attention to the streets, watch out with who you deal with, watch for your circle, watch who you bring around your house. Nas was always there for me, man. And he's my number one all time, and as quiet as it's kept, man, it's number one all time for a lot of major people. A lot of people will say he's number one all time. Carry on from there. Of course. Say less from there.
So he just straight Ray, Zoe, and Beans all picked Nas, right?
No. Ray had Nas earlier.
Yeah, he had Nas as 4? Or no, this is 3. Ray had his number 2.
Who was Ray's number 1?
He didn't go yet.
Oh, okay. Okay, this is interesting. I want to hear this.
All right, so Ray,
Ray,
what's your number 1, baby? Ray, you with us, bro? Well, Google says you're with us. Google's a lie.
I'll call real quick on my phone.
Yeah.
If I can find my phone.
We on number 1. I can call. It's all good.
There you got it. All right.
Ray, you out here? You with us?
Right or miss?
Let's start talking Puerto Rican.
I call my government.
Yeah, I mean, I'll go to my number 1, but
Hey, might be number 1 with you.
Yeah, we get Ray back on. So what we got left? We got just me, you, and Ray, right?
Yeah.
All right, so cool. All right.
Well, who's Armand's number 1?
His number 1 was
Black Thought.
Yeah, Black Thought.
Prodigy number 2?
He put P in there.
Uh-huh.
It was his joint was Jadakiss. Yeah, I gotta go back, but
I can tell you probably put Nas lower out of
Nas was 3.
Nas was
Yeah,
3.
he put Nas in there.
Alright.